Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Thomas R. Kline School of Law Office of Admissions info session. So we have a number of slides, but just know your questions are very important to us. You may ask throughout the presentation. We'll have plenty of time for Q&A with a number of our student ambassadors here with you in the part-time evening program that is now hybrid, not online, fully online at all. We also have a part-time day program and a full-time day program. So let's get started. This is us. This is our beautiful facade that was just done only a year ago. A lot of great renovations, and we know about renovations. That just means that there is just so much wealth of opportunities that are happening. We just pretty recently went to the top 100 law school, so a lot of recognition in that way. Thomas R. Kline is a wonderful alum who gave us $50 million just a few years ago to be put towards the faculty research, the bar studies program. We now have scholarships for need-based and, of course, our merit-based scholarships that we'll talk about very soon. And just a few great pictures of our current students. Here at Duquesne Kline, we offer a number of programs, including the most popular, the full-time day, which is a 3-year program, the part-time day, 4 years, and then the hybrid part-time evening program. And like I said, this is not a fully online program, and we'll be happy to answer your questions about that as well. The dual and joint degree programs that we offer, they're listed here, definitely the most popular being the MBA. The 3-3 early admissions program is for our partner schools. So anybody who is part of this program and they're talking with their pre-law advisor, definitely reach out to us at lawadmissions@duq.edu. It is a program that you'll need to meet these requirements. There are hard requirements. We don't have any type of discretion. So please out to us, but at the completion of the undergraduate curricular requirements, you're going to be skipping your senior year and going right into law school. The LSAT score at that 60th percentile, a letter of recommendation from your pre-law advisor, and then that personal interview with the assistant dean of admissions will be all part of that admissions process. Unlike the typical application process for just about everybody else, where it's a holistic review and we're looking at a number of different criteria, we do have to hone in on a few of those requirements. That it's just a hard stop. So why Duquesne Kline School of Law? Well, year after year, we're told that it's pretty much these top 5. And so we'll go through that throughout the presentation. But the location is where the law students, you become part of the legal community in the area quite quickly, because we are really just in the heart of downtown Pittsburgh. It is so wonderful for our students just to have the opportunity to walk down the street and get their experience in clerkships and clinics and jobs right away, especially after their first year of study. We have 15 clinical externships and practical experience, and they're formal programs, so students can get that experiential learning quite quickly. You will also be certified to go into the court if you wish and represent clients. And so you get that practical experience once again. And a lot of these things are going to start in your 2L year, so it starts right away. We offer a nationally recognized trial advocacy program in addition to our appellate moot court. And we like to say that outcomes really matter, and that 2 and 1 are the absolute best. And when you're looking at other law schools, you definitely want to choose a law school to make sure that you're getting the most value of your education. And we consistently educate students who pass the bar. So the ultimate bar pass rate is quite high at 91.39%. And then our class employment rate is at 96.4%. You really can't get any higher than that. You're going to be wanting to look at the standard 509. That's the standard 509. It has access to all of the law schools around the country to see how schools compare from one another, whether that's the bar passage rate, the employment rate. Those two are absolutely very important. So this is our location here, our beautiful law school on the right, and we have our 50-acre campus with lots of great green space. We just opened a medical school, and we have a number of graduate programs and undergraduate programs. You'll be in walking distance to the federal building, the city county building in Allegheny County Library, Allegheny County Courthouse, the Orphans Court, Allegheny County Family Law Center, U.S. Bankruptcy Court, and the U.S. District Court. So again, in walking distance, you'll be a part of that legal community right away. We have 90 neighborhoods in the Pittsburgh area where most of the students are going to be living off campus, but in fact, we do offer on-campus housing. So you can apply to be a resident in one of our halls, and we'll provide a lot more information as you are admitted. And you probably noticed this as well on TV and in the news. We just keep bumping up the charts in our rankings. First ranked CNBC based on job opportunities, affordability, and livability for millennials, and definitely much younger as we continue to bring in a young population. Pittsburgh is ranked as the 7th best city in the United States to launch a career by LinkedIn. So again, a lot of great opportunities. We have fabulous schools just around the corner. And then the Pittsburgh area, because it has great school systems and just a vibrant city cultural atmosphere in the city of Pittsburgh. Practical experience is just about our nuts and bolts, right? So in the most recent years, we provided 35,497 total hours of service. And this is from our faculty, from our alums, and of course, from our students that are providing the free legal service to our local community. It's just a critical part of what goes on in the Pittsburgh area, and it's part of our mission because we serve the underserved. So we really excel in these areas. It benefits to our students, and they get so much of that great practical experience. Some of the most popular ones might be the Wills and Healthcare Decision Clinic. Of course, our Pennsylvania Innocence Project. We were the first actually veterans clinic in the country to offer this at a law school as well.
So comprehensive bar study. So that's going to start pretty much before you even get to Duquesne Kline. In the summertime, we offer a program called All Rise, which is with some of our faculty members. They teach you how to take notes, how to read through a case, how to brief a case, study skills. So things that you're going to have to use in your real law school classes and when you're preparing for the bar. We were ranked 6th in the nation by Pre-Law Magazine for our bar prep program, which is amazing. We have 3 full-time staff working in our bar services department, and they are with you every step of the way. We have a 91.39 ultimate bar pass rate, as Caitlin mentioned previously, and that's a 2-year rate. So that's anybody who's taken the bar in February or July in any jurisdiction. So achievements and rankings, these are just some of the things that we've been recognized for in the past couple of years. A- in criminal law, A- in family law. Those are probably the 2 most popular things that we read about in personal statements of why students want to go to law school or what areas of interest they're in. So the fact that people are coming to us with these, desired career paths and we're doing so well in the rankings speaks highly of our professors and our program. We're ranked number 39 for part-time programs. So evening division students are really rocking it. And we're ranked 94 out of 196. We are a top 100 law school as ranked by US News and World Report. Princeton Review does an interesting ranking. They actually survey our students, our current students and most recent alumni within the past year. And our students ranked our professors number 10 out of all of the law schools. I think there were 168 that participated. Number 10 for professor accessibility, which means our professors are always available to you, whether they are sitting in their office having lunch or having a coffee break. Their door is always open. They're always happy to talk to students about classwork or personal issues. They really want to get to know you on, a real person basis, not just a number in a class, because they know in a few short years you're going to be one of their colleagues. And then another great ranking for us is our career services department was ranked number 44. So our students are well prepared to get jobs and they're getting jobs after they graduate. Our assistant dean of career services, Maria Comas, has been at the law school for probably 25 years. She knows the ins and outs. She was a law school student, and she really cares deeply about all of the students. So her motto is, if I don't know you, I can't help you. So she tries to get to know each and every student from their first year on. Employment rate, always excellent. 96.4% of our most recent graduating class is employed. We have over 8,500 alums all across the US and Europe, and we've heard a rumor that we have alums in all 50 states. So we're wondering who that person is in South Dakota. We don't know. We're going to find out, but there is somebody in every state. So if you are looking to not stay in Pittsburgh or in the Western Pennsylvania kind of tri-state area, you will be able to find a job. We have an A ranking for employment from Pre-Law Magazine. So the application process. So as Caitlin mentioned, our application just opened on September 1st. It opens on September 1st every year to start the next fall. We do not have a spring start. We require either the LSAT or the GRE, one of them. You have to take one. There's nothing in your background or your professional life that's going to get you out of taking one of these two tests. We get that question a lot. You could have your, PhD or an MD. You still need to take the the LSAT or the GRE. You want to sign up for an lsac.org account and for the Credential Assembly Service. The Credential Assembly Service is going to send us your transcripts from all institutions that you've attended. That means if you took a summer class at a community college, we want that transcript. If you took classes while you were in high school for college credit, we want to see that transcript. If you bounced around to different schools, we want to see all of your transcripts, graduate transcripts included. So make sure that when you submit your application, you will want to submit all transcripts from all universities, or your application will be incomplete and we will be able to review it. They'll also send us your LSAT score report if you choose to take the LSAT, and they will send us your letters of recommendation. So that's all that's comprised of your Credential Assembly Service report. The application is electronic. It's on the LSAC website. Included with the college transcripts will be a personal statement. Who are you? Why do you want to be an attorney? Why specifically are you interested in coming to Duquesne Kline Law? Tell us something interesting about you that makes you stand out from all of the other applicants that you're going to be competing against for a seat. Make sure you have somebody proof it, edit it for you. That's very important to us, that you have good writing skills. So make sure you read it over. And again, have somebody look it over for you, whether it's a professor or a coworker or even a friend. Just have somebody read it over, make sure it makes sense. A current resume. You do not need to have any legal experience, so don't feel like you have to run out and try to find, an internship or an externship or get in with a law firm. You do not have to have any legal experience in order to go to law school. You could be a dog walker, you could work food service, you could work retail, you could be a banker, you could be coming back as a second career, whether you're a pharmacist, an accountant, whatever it is, whatever jobs you have, we want to see them. Letters of recommendation, we require one, which we prefer be from a professor. Someone who knows your academic aptitude. If you have been out of school for a while, employers are great. We will accept up to 3. We always say more is better, because everybody that you ask to write a letter for you is going to tell us something a little bit different. So coaches are great. If you're involved in the church, clergy people, former supervisors, even coworkers are great if they can talk to your, academic ability, your professionalism, your character as a person. That's wonderful. We want to see all of that. And then we have a few optional statements that we recommend that students write, because again, the more you tell us about you, the better we can see you fitting in at Duquesne Kline. Like, are you a piece of the puzzle that's going to complete us? So why Duquesne Law? Why specifically do you want to attend Duquesne Kline? Any overcoming obstacles that you've had to go through in your life, you can tell us about. Any leadership experience, volunteer and service experience is very important, because we are a mission-driven school. So any of those things, like I said, more is always better. We want to know who you are as a person, and not just, your grades and your LSAT score. We want to see the entire picture and see where you'll fit at Duquesne Kline. So we've kind of talked about this a little bit. What we look for in a strong application, obviously LSAT score and undergraduate GPA. Those are the hard numbers. Those are things we can't ignore. Those are things we report to the ABA to keep our accreditation. The most recent numbers for the full-time entering class, the median LSAT is a 157 and the median GPA is a 3.66. Now, that does not mean you have to have both those numbers to get admitted. We have people with both higher and lower. The 25th percentile for the full-time entering class is a 155 and a 3.2. And then we have people above 159 and above a 3.84. I could not tell you what any of my ambassadors' LSAT score or GPA was. I don't know. I don't care. Once we've admitted them, we see them. They're a person. They're a human being. So while these numbers are important, they are not the end all be all. But with that said, make sure that you take time to study for the LSAT. Do not go in blind. It is never a good idea. Make sure that you give yourself enough time to take the LSAT at least twice because you will do better the second time. Scores tend to go up. We've seen people jump 15 points. And that could be the difference between not only admission and a denial, it could be the difference between thousands of dollars in scholarship money. So make sure you study, take your time, and prepare to take it at least twice. We take the highest score. We do not average. So even if you did a few points worse the second time around, it does not matter. We're going to take the highest score. Extracurriculars and volunteering and leadership roles. Again, we have 32 student organizations that we need leaders for. So we are looking for people that have done, extra things on campus or in their community. Tell us about those things. We want to see diverse life experiences. Are you an older applicant? Are you, a single parent? Are you, somebody switching careers? Tell us about your prior, life history and work history. That's always interesting to us to see all of the different types of people applying to come to Duquesne Kline Law and what their reasons are. And also again, so with those transcripts, if you have graduate degrees, send us your graduate transcripts. Those are just as important as the undergraduate transcripts sometimes, especially if you've been out of school for a while and that undergraduate GPA really doesn't show who you are as a student now. So send all of your transcripts. Okay, financial aid in law school is scholarships and loans. That's it. There's no grants. There's no parent plus loans. It is scholarships and loans that are on you. You are considered a dependent, or I'm sorry, an independent person. So you will be taking out the loans if you need to, and that would be filling out the FAFSA, just like you did in undergrad, except you do not have to include your parents' income. You will be taking out Grad Plus loans if you need to take out extra money after your scholarship and after your Stafford loan. Those are credit-based, so make sure you keep an eye on your credit score. Merit scholarships, all admitted students are automatically considered for merit-based scholarships. So that is the hard numbers, the undergraduate GPA and your LSAT score. You do not have to apply to those merit scholarships. They will be automatically awarded to you if we deem that you have the numbers and that. But they can range anywhere from a few $1,000s all the way up to a full ride. Private loans, again, make sure you look around, try local credit unions, credit cards, but definitely look at the interest rates when you're looking to take out loans because the less money you have to take out to cover law school, the better. Outside scholarships, they can be found by doing a simple Google search for law school scholarships. Sometimes law firms, local bar associations will offer them. They might just be $1,000, but all you have to do is write an essay about why you want to be a lawyer and you get $1,000. That's going to cover your books. So don't discount the ones that are lower. Access Lex is a great place to look for outside scholarships. They have these modules that teach you about financial responsibility in law school and how to repay back your loans after law school. And if you do these little modules, you could win a scholarship from $5,000 up to $40,000. And I think 4 years ago, one of our students actually won the grand prize $40,000 scholarship award. So we have seen people win it. So we know that it is real. So check that out. It's called Access Lex. It's free, and they will help you manage your finances during and after law school. We also have an internal program, the Loan Repayment Assistance Program, that is funded by our Alumni Association, and they will help pay back loans for students who go into public interest who are making under $65,000 a year. So you would be able to apply to have some of your loans repaid through the loan repayment assistance program through our alumni association on campus, which is another great reason to come to Duquesne Kline because we want to help you as much as we can with finances. And then this is us. So we are a 3-person team. We're tiny but mighty. We read all the apps, all 1,084 apps that we got last year. Caitlin's still, her eyes are still crossed from reading all those apps. But if you ever wanted to come and visit us on campus, we offer class visits on Tuesdays and Fridays, tours with student ambassadors. You can meet with us if you have personal questions. We are also going to be on the road. So take a look at our recruitment calendar on our website and see if we might be in your area. You can also check out our YouTube channel for some extra content related to admissions or what's going on in law school. And definitely follow us on Instagram because there's some cool things that we post there, goings on around the campus, goings on around the law school, what our student ambassadors are up to in the life, things like that. So the Instagram's a fun place to get to know Duquesne Kline a little bit better. And again, our application is open. The priority deadline is April 1st. If you get your application in before that priority deadline, you will be guaranteed to be considered for merit scholarship. After that, we can't guarantee that we will have any scholarship money left. So get your application in early.